What's going on, everybody? I'm Guns for Hire and welcome to another Game Flash update. Not surprisingly, Call of Duty Ghosts is going to be releasing a new co-op mode, which allegedly, by the looks of it, by the leaked information and everyone talking about it, it looks like it's going to be called Extinction. Now, nothing has been verified directly from Infinity Ward or Activision, whoever, it doesn't matter, publisher, developer. No one's really said anything. It's all about the achievements and some screenshots that they were showing in terms of possibly that this extinction mode is actually in there. Now, there's speculation that it's going to be in alien mode, whether it's zombies or not. I think it's basically, it's got to be Activision calling the shots on this. They see how successful zombies, rather, were for Treyarch, and because both companies are wholly owned by Activision, they have the power. Whether Treyarch likes it or not, Activision could say, yes, we understand you don't like it, we'll call it something else, we'll make it aliens, but suck it up because we're going to do this. This is our business. You don't like it? Too bad. Personally, I like the co-op modes. I think it's fun, and especially with this one here being up to 4 players, I'm assuming, and I've got to assume just like everyone else, if they're going to do it based on the success of Treyarch, it's going to be, you know, 1 up to 4 players. So 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't really matter, drop in, drop out kind of gameplay. Whether it will be a huge success like zombies, who knows? I mean, Infinity Ward has put out their sort of Spec Ops games before. I know with Modern Warfare 3, it was fun for the first couple of rounds, but it didn't have that staying power. It didn't have that same feel that zombies did. I mean, it was kind of, in my personal opinion, just in my personal opinion, it was kind of a flop. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do with aliens. Aliens, I'd say, is a little bit closer to zombies. It's some sort of weird entity and then creatures, and they can do a little bit more with it, maybe a little more structured. You don't have to have these guys that are super smart like juggernauts and know how to do tactical maneuvers. They're just like, although if they're aliens, if they had the technology to fly from a planet all the way to Earth, you would imagine that they're smart. Maybe that is, again, the downfall. Whether maybe it's like reskin, instead of having them as Spec Ops soldiers, you're making them as aliens, and they're gonna shoot plasma cannons and stuff like that. But maybe if it's the same thing and it's wave after wave, they could be a flop. I'm not saying it's gonna be, but you know, it's really just a reskinning. If it's got the same, you know, kind of mentality that they do with zombies, where it's just, you know, controlled, they're not as smart, and it builds up. People like that. They don't want this instant chaos. They don't want to feel like you're playing the multiplayer. If you want to play against soldiers, you've got, you know, you can play against bots in there. Why would you want that in the co-op sort of wave mode? I mean, I think that's kind of why it failed in Modern Warfare 3. And again, we don't even know if it's aliens. People are speculating based on the actual image, and it could be because the game mode is called Extinction, and maybe aliens come down to, you know, make the human race extinct. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, they're speculating, they're saying, oh, it's definitely a skull of an alien, but I mean, it's just an image. It does make sense, though, when you look at the title of the actual mode, but who knows what it is. We know it's a co-op mode. How do you feel about that? You think it's gonna be as good? Has the potential? You don't know for sure. None of us know if it's gonna be really good, but do you think it has potential? How do you feel about playing a zombie mode, but instead of zombies, it's aliens? Do you think that's gonna work? Do you think the atmosphere is gonna be there? And do you think that Infinity Ward can pull this off? Well, that's it. That's your Game Flash moment for Call of Duty Ghosts coming this fall. Leave your comments below. Stay tuned here on YouAlwaysWin.